Hello and welcome back to the series. This is the kitchen, probably one of the bigger parts of the project and most visible. The kitchen, along with the bathroom, are the two biggest drivers of value in an apartment. So this is going to be a rather lengthy video. There's a lot of steps to cover here. Just get to, so this is where it is on the project plan. Actually, we did it out of sequence. The kitchen got done before the window treatments. The balcony glass was done much earlier on because of what I told in the last video that the balcony didn't have drainage, so we had to keep the water out. But you can do everything in this sequence and you can mix up things, especially here in the finishing. You can do these steps out of order if you want. These last steps don't necessarily follow a sequence, but this is the sequence, my preferred sequence to follow. And the reason why I put the balcony glass and window treatments before the kitchen is, you kind of want your windows covered right after you move in. You don't want people looking in on your apartment, and then you can do the kitchen. But it doesn't matter. You can do the kitchen first, or the closets, or you can put in the furniture. Probably the furniture you should probably do after all the dust settles. And the AC unit, as I said, I'm saving for the summer. The AC unit actually could have been done probably around the time of the bathroom as well, if you really wanted to. But these are all in the finishing steps, kind of arbitrary. So it's nearing the end. Closets and shelves and cabinets are in progress. I'm waiting for some CAD drawings to come in, and then that will get done. The furniture has been all purchased. There'll still be some ongoing purchases and everything, but I'll probably do this video together: closets, shelves, cabinets, and furniture. I'll do 20 and 21 together, and then I'll do a separate video for the air conditioning. I'm not really sure what to expect there. If it's just some black box you call a contractor and it's done, or it needs a lot more prep work or something. I think all the prep work is done, but I don't know. We will see. So these are all the steps to the kitchen. You get the plan and the CAD drawings. A lot of these steps in blue are done along with the other rest of the apartment. But these were things we covered in the video before. So the plumbing, drainage, and floor heating is all done. That's done for the kitchen when it's done for the rest of the apartment. We had water filtration installed. Electrical is done along the way, for the whole apartment. So work for the kitchen is already laid out, and a lot of that's driven by the plans and the CAD drawings. The screed covering the floor, and then ceilings, walls, and soffits. I don't know if I spelled this right or not. But I hope so. And then we have a intermediate electrical, and then we have gas prep, and then painting that we've already talked about, and then you have the flooring and the tiles. That's here in the kitchen. There's some modifications. That's why I don't have it glued out. We had to do some modification to the flooring to make an access panel. Then you purchase the appliances. It's important you purchase the appliances before you get the cabinets going, because they have to finalize the measurements. The CAD drawings are done, with estimation. Then they come in and do another round of measurements. So you purchase the appliances, and then they come in and do some final measurements, and then they start making the cabinets. So I could probably add a step here to say measurements or something, measurement confirmation. But the cabinet company will do that anyway, so that's part of the deal when you order the cabinets. And then they install the cabinets and some of the appliances, then they come and do the countertop, and then they install the countertop, and then they connect. Some of the appliances still need to be connected, although they're installed. They need to be connected to gas, electric, plumbing. So there's like another finishing round at the end. So yeah, here you can see, I got the Corian countertops and Electrolux appliances. It's good. It's good. The top is gas. There's a hood here. It's hard. You can't see it. That's electric. Ventilate. But it turned out pretty good. And so this is a part of the drawings, part of the overall floor plan, and you get your kitchen plan in there. We discussed this in one of the first videos. So the kitchen is already being planned right from the start. Electrical contacts. This is more of an electrical schematic. And then this is the plumbing schematic. So the kitchen plumbing is already being planned there as well. And you have to be aware of where the ventilation is, so you can run your piping to the vents. So this is stuff we had covered earlier. These are the 2D drawings for the kitchen. What the cabinets should be. We made some modifications. We didn't do this fancy kind of hood. We just did a cabinet cover and one of those less visible fans. Instead of this, because I wanted more storage space. Storage is at a premium in this apartment, so I wanted to get every little bit of storage space possible. And so this is this tells you how the cabinets open. I think we discussed this in the other videos. So this shows that these doors kind of open in an opposing way. And this all has to be planned out and kind of visualized so you're not, regretting something later. So these are semi-detailed measurements. But like I said, when they actually come to do the cabinets, they will remeasure. But this at least just gives an idea for estimation and planning, how to use the space. And this is the CAD drawing, the realistic CAD drawing of how it should look. And we got pretty close. The corian here they showed is a little bit different. I wanted more blue. This is kind of a little bit different corian, I think. We got very, very close to this. There's just some small details, like you can see the handle here, that this actually went across the top here for the dishwasher, but it was really minor variances that we had. So let me get to the next slide. So yeah, this is another CAD view of the kitchen. I guess it's just remarkable how close we got to it. Oops, so I go back one. So this is the wall you get, before you start the kitchen specific work, and then we had to cut some holes for the gas lines, to put in. This could have actually been done a lot earlier, when they were doing the walls and everything. But he came back and installed this path for the gas line. So if the path is going to be more than I think 3 meters long, then it has to go through some concrete. So it has to be a hard path instead of having a flexible hose dangling around. So the hose will go here and then go in here and then come to the stove. So these things are all taken care of early on. We got some debris. This is a plumbing access panel will come in here. This is where the water main comes in. So we had to leave a hole there, a pit. And then we put some soffit up and molding. So this is the soffit here, and then it's covered up with molding. And there's like wall and plaster work, drywall work done to get everything ready for the cabinetry. So this is that's why the cabinets have to be semi-planned early on. So that we can prepare for them. They're being prepared throughout the project. You're preparing for your kitchen to come in. The gas line was pushed up, as we've discussed many times. The electrical outlets start getting finished. Wires, everything. So, yeah, here's the access panel for the water. And this gets covered up. You get to hide a lot of stuff under the kitchen floor. So, yeah, we have the access panel, and here everything is painted and getting ready for the cabinet delivery. Had the floors all cleaned. And getting everything ready. And so the appliances came first. I went down to Foxtrot. It's like a Best Buy or Circuit City here in Ukraine, and I got very standard appliances: Samsung, Electrolux. Just usual good appliances that you can rely on. I think, I don't know, altogether they probably costed $1,600 to get this refrigerator, this dishwasher, this is the stove, this is the oven, this is the cooktop, and I think there's a sink fixture as well. I don't have it in the picture here, but there's a fixture for the sink and the sink. So all that, and then there's the gas piping and everything, all the supporting equipment that you need. And the hood is also not pictured here, the exhaust hood that's built in. So here's the cabinets start arriving. I call it the sea of cabinets. There just were a lot of them. They started, they come the night before and deliver everything. And there's a lot of packaging. That's actually a big part of the process to get everything out of the packaging. So there's more and more cabinets. They just start, I ended up moving everything across the other side of the room. And now, here's the sink and the fixtures inside, and then we got some paper, working paper, and there's some other accessories for the appliances. So you can see everything is starting to come together. Just a lot of cabinets. I didn't realize, like, the kitchen doesn't look so big, but there's a lot of parts to it, a lot of moving parts. And so this crew came. It's a guy named Ruslan. He's a friend of Yarina's. It's a very good company, very professional. They came and they over 2 days. The next 2 days, they put everything together. Working day and night, and measuring, remeasuring, putting everything up. They did some work on the spot, some cutting. Not everything was like pre-done. Some things had to be done on the spot. I think because there's, they put some, little pieces here, I guess, to adjust for the slight variances from the original drawings to what they've measured and to what, their standard lengths are. So they are just working away. And then this is kind of in the middle of the project, I think the end of the first day. This is where they were at. And then this is the second day. Now we're ready for measuring for the countertops. That has to also be reconfirmed. They kind of gave a general measurement for estimation, but then the guy will come and actually take precise measurements. So he's using these pieces of cardboard strips to get the exact millimeters of the countertop. And I'm getting Corian, which I got Corian, DuPont Corian, which takes a little extra time. And then he made this template here. This is out in the hallway. This is our water cabinet. I opened it to hold it up. So he takes this back and they start working from this template. And then this is how it looks when they come. They have these pieces and these lifting mechanisms and start putting everything together. I actually was back in Norway when this was done, when the countertops were being done. I wasn't actually physically present, but I imagine this was like a one solid day to get this in here. Probably 2 people. I'm not exactly sure, but I imagine this is like 2, maybe 3 people working together to get this in. And I'm not sure if they delivered it first, and the next day they installed it, but it got done. So this is what it looks like before they finish off the electrical work. It's a lot of dust. It's even visible here, but it's really a remarkable work. You can now it's looking more and more like light at the end of the tunnel, like things are getting done. And then this is how it looks when I got there and put in the electrical outlets, and I got to start using it. Now this light's really cool. You just run your hand under it. There's no switch. It's like a motion sensor, and you can just run it with your hand under. You just swipe your hand here, and then you just run it, and it just turns on and off. So this is a refrigerator, freezer. This is just storage up here. This is the hood. So this is the cooktop. This is the stove. The dishwasher is here. Actually, the dishwasher took a little bit more time to get hooked up. They didn't hook it up to the outlet back here for some reason. They thought it was going to use the outlet here, so they had to actually take it out and run the outlet. And then they connected it to plumbing. And I'm still actually waiting for a drinking water filter. I have like water filtration for the apartment for general water, but then they have like another more higher end but less volume filter just for the tap, so that way I don't have to keep buying water bottles. So I think that'll be one of the projects I'll do on the next trip to get that taken care of. So this is that's the kitchen in a nutshell. This is how it. I just took this picture of the gas stove at night. We have electric in Norway, and I'm fascinated by fire, so I just took a picture of all the gas running, testing everything. But if you're interested in design and build services to finish your Ukrainian apartment, drop me a line. This is going very well. It's taking a little bit longer, but the quality is very high. I've talked to other people. They have a lot of difficulty with their contractors because they don't follow a systematic approach. We have that systematic approach. We have the contractors that are used to working this way. So let me know, drop me a line, and we can help you out. Thank you very much for your time, and like and subscribe.